With Philadelphia being known as the city of brotherly love, why is it that so many athletes hate to play here? If you haven't noticed, Nerlens Noel and Ish Smith have become an exciting tandem within the 76ers.
How are their chances?
For the NCAA, at this point, non-existent.
Additionally, Bucknell is an extremely tough team. I know everybody was a little bit heartbroken about not getting into the NCAA tournament. At this point, it's water under the bridge.
Becoming a captain at Temple is not an easy task, but with hard work, perseverance, and leadership, even during a tough season.
At just the third meeting between these two teams, Coach Ariema has shown little mercy for his former assistant coach.
You heard it here first. I am taking 1 to 100 odds that Temple will come out victorious in that game.
With the I Believe chant being one of the more infectious chants in college basketball, it is no wonder that Temple says it proudly.
Last question, do you feel like you get a lot of love from the Temple crowd?
Not enough. I don't think so. Not enough. I could get a little bit more. I think it's because Michael Carter-Williams and Nerlens Noel is here. I'm not getting enough.
Why do you think they get more love than you do?
I don't know. All the blood, sweat, and tears that I sacrificed for this team, leading rebounder, things like that. So, yeah, they can show me a little bit more.
It's the intangibles that never get noticed. Thank you so much for your time.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Well, thanks for joining us for the All Sports Update pregame report. Again, alongside the beautiful Max McGee, I'm Tanya Hubbard.
Every March, the NCAA does something unique. It brings together teams and schools from every corner of the country. Some come for the excitement, some to cheer on their team. Some just come because of this long-standing tradition known as March Madness.
Last year we went to Nashville. It's a little different this time because it's a little bit closer. And my expectations are as high as they have been in the past because we got let down the past couple of years, but I'm still very excited.
Because it's an exciting time, and it's a good thing for Dayton, and we love basketball.
I think because the arena is a little smaller than most of the other arenas, it's a little more electric when the games are a little closer. When the games are blowouts, it's a little more dead.
On the 75th anniversary of the NCAA tournament, the seats are filled and the crowd is electric.
It is almost indescribable how cool it is to be on national TV multiple times a year, doing what I love to do, playing the tube as loud as I can.
The fans get to see it, but the players and coaches get to live it. Temple started the tournament in Dayton as one of 68 teams with one dream.
That feeling of walking off the court and knowing that you got the W is unreal. Just so I want to do it every year, every game, so we got to keep winning. So
anytime you're in it, it's one of the great things that ever happens to a student athlete. We had a great win the other day against NC State. We had ourselves in a pretty good position to get one today. We didn't come up with it, but anytime you're in this thing, it adds to the experience of these kids, and that's really what we're trying to do, is to build these memories and experiences for our players.
I started coaching here in 1974 as Bear Kern's assistant, and I've been coaching here ever since. So it's been we've had a lot of success, luckily. The first meeting that year after I was diagnosed, I told them, well, I have Parkinson's, so it's not, if you see me with tremoring or something, it isn't because I'm nervous. It's because I have Parkinson's. And now I have two probes that go down into my brain, and they're hooked to a pacemaker here, and there's volts put through there to stimulate the brain. And it works. I mean, a little while ago the battery ran out, and I saw just how bad I would be if it wasn't for this DBS system. It's a little adversity. I mean, it's just another hurdle I have to clear. We don't have a boathouse. I run out of tents. They go to the bathroom in porta potties, and it's a tough existence. But I'll tell you what, it does toughen them up. And when they leave here, I feel like they can handle anything. They can deal with anything that comes their way. I think the one thing we learned here is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Do you have any nicknames?
People call me Fee. Majority of people call me Fee. Some people call me Fifi. I don't really like for a lot of people call me Fifi. Sound like a little dog, but some people sound right saying it, so I let a select few call me Fifi. Some people call me Fitz. Some people call me Fitzgerald. That's about it.
What do you miss most about back home?
My family. My family a lot. Family and friends.
What are 3 things that you think of every day?
3 things I think of. My family, like my grandmother, like basically my household health, like whether they're doing okay or not. I think about basketball, and I think about school, like trying to do better in school as an overall and trying to get better in basketball. And that's about it.
I heard from someone, I don't remember who, that before you got into basketball you were doing cheerleading. So can you just talk to me a little bit about that whole process of going from wanting to play basketball but then cheerleading and then eventually playing basketball?
So I ended up trying it for the elementary school that I went to, their recreational team. I ended up trying out for cheerleading for them, and I made the team or whatever. So I was on the team, and I'm a very shy person. So halftime, you know how the cheerleaders have to get in the middle of the floor and do a cheer in front of the whole crowd. And I couldn't do that. Like, I would get there and literally stand there while everybody else is doing the cheer. I was just so shy and nervous, so I couldn't do it.
Is there anything that people just don't know about you that should know about you? Anything that's like, if you want to come out and cheer for Phi, this is what you need to know?
Well, the fact that I'm super passionate about basketball itself, or that I'm very competitive, so no matter where I'm going to compete, whether it's against the greatest team or someone who isn't the greatest. So
if you could go back to your freshman year in high school and give yourself advice, what would you say and why?
I mean, just don't take stuff for granted, because any day it could be taken away from you. So work hard every chance you get and just don't take it for granted.